Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to Hearts of Iron IV Romania. Today we're going to be enjoying Romanian history, architecture, food and music. And most importantly, the Romanian focus tree. Regular difficulty, Ironman mode, but non-historical focuses today. Let's see what the game throws at us in its randomness. Let's go. Here we are, Romania. Before we get going though, I should probably mention something. Those who do watch my channel often probably know by now that I have been burnt out on Hearts of Iron IV and on recording in general. Today I am trying a new approach that hopefully will help me with that. Basically, I started this as a hobby, enjoying talking to you guys and explaining what I'm doing in the game and so on. But then later it sort of devolved to just a normal job. So today I'm going to take things slow. And imagine I'm just talking to one person that's watching the video, whoever you are. And I'm hoping that is going to help me recapture the joy of it. Let me know in the comments how well that works out, alright? I do need feedback. One more thing, this is not a sponsored video technically, but Paradox has set me up with a promo code, Taureor PDX. So, if you buy anything Paradox, like for example the new Hearts of Iron expansion pass that just came out, please go to their website and then you can use my promo code at checkout. It's going to help me out quite a lot if you do that. I'll also leave an affiliate link down below. Not urging you to buy anything, but if you do plan on it, please use my code, because money. Right, back to the game. So why do I like the Romanian focus tree so much? Because it is concise, uncomplicated, and powerful, also versatile. For example, Balkans dominance lets you take over the Balkans, pretty much. You can double down on being a non-aligned dictatorship of the king, or you can do flexible foreign policy and basically flip between factions, which is quite powerful. And that stands in stark contrast to probably my least favorite focus trees, like Turkey, for example, which is very, very big and convoluted. It has limitations like you can't do X until you do Y, and I do like doing X. This did not come out right. I'm gonna keep it in. I don't like being limited, so that's why I enjoy Romania. Also the food. We start with a sizable army, 31 units, not fully equipped, but that's still pretty good. If we want to use our focus tree to dominate Hungary, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, we will need way more than that. We're gonna do Balkan dominance, but not right away. I still need more troops in the field to actually make use of this. So we're going to start with royal dictatorship and revising the constitution, which will give us some more manpower. Institute royal dictatorship, please. And also, let's deploy more troops. Just as many as we can. We need lots in the field, doesn't matter if they're weak or not. Next up, I will create a spy agency, because one of our natural enemies is the Soviet Union. If we can start making a collaboration government there early on, that will give us great benefits. What's next? Production. We do need guns, and pretty much just the guns plus maybe one factory on support equipment for the spies. Finish the submarine and then make convoys for me. This should work out. Factories. I will actually get a couple of civs. I will need them for my spies and trading and such, and we can get some military factories from other sources. And we do need steel. Let's buy it from whom? I'll actually buy it from Czechoslovakia, because I intend to attack Czechoslovakia, and if that lets them build more factories, better for me. I can sadly only use one factory on this, and that's because we're building the agency. As for research, we'll do the basics. Electronic mechanical engineering for a research boost, then machine tools and construction for the economy. And that's about it. Let's speed the game up and start. Not much to do early on until we build up an army and threaten our neighbors, and also see where Germany and the Soviet Union go. Ah, yeah, our king and his mistress. She purchases a villa. Supplementary budget it is, unfortunately. I'm not going to sacrifice political power where I can just sacrifice consumer goods. The agency is done. Now we need 5 upgrades to it, because when we get 5 upgrades, we'll be able to have 2 spies. Let's start with invisible ink. Our natural targets from the focus tree are Hungary, Bulgaria, then Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia, possibly Greece and Turkey. That's what the focus tree gives us. However, our most natural enemy is the Soviet Union. We need to prepare for that. Let's see if Germany rallies the Wehrmacht. It takes 70 days, so if it's their first focus, then in 5 days we'll see a civil war in Germany. Army department, and our first spy. Escape artist is pretty useful, so let's take this guy and send him over to the Soviet Union, Moscow to be precise. And Germany gets a civil war. Okay, then we're going to see a non-fascist Germany, which changes quite a lot. They can be a great ally against the Comintern. But we have to wait and see which way they go, because theoretically they could go communist, which would be dangerous. Next focus, we're going to revise the constitution. This will make a lot of our political power purchases much cheaper, which is why I'm not using it on anything just yet. And, well, yeah, the German military junta pretty much always wins the civil war. Just need to see if they go democratic, Kaiser, or communist afterwards. Deploy troops and make sure we prioritize operations and garrisons. Let's get the pills, which I will not explain on YouTube. Japanese young officer coup. Yeah, really a sudden turn of events. And also a civil war in Ethiopia. Let's have a look at Japan. Switched to non-aligned. And Ethiopia is fighting Jimma, who's a puppet of Italy. Mechanical computing is our next research, because it gives a research speed boost for everything. Supplementary budget expired. Good. We'll get a new one soon enough. The military junta not doing so great. I mean, they'll win eventually, I'm pretty sure, but their progress is slow. Right, we've done the pills. Now form cryptology department, and they're pushing into the Reich already. We have revised the constitution, which leads us to our next choice. We might actually want to do flexible foreign policy just for changing sides in the war, possibly. We also want Balkan dominance, but we still need some time to build up the armies and deploy them. So I think our best bet here is the Royal Foundation for research slot number 4. Let's do that while we observe what happens around us. Also, since we have revised the constitution, we can now hire advisors cheaply. So here comes the silent workhorse. I'd like to go to war economy, but that will only happen once we're fighting someone. Offense expert would also be nice, but first I think we need limited conscription. With the revised constitution modifier, we get 3.5 recruitable population from it, which is pretty good. Ideally, I would like to go to extensive conscription when we start some war. Concentrated industry 1, please. I do like investing in research and industry boosts early on, because they do keep paying dividends for the entirety of the game. We've formed the cryptology department. Let's actually invest in cryptology more. Radio interception group. And start decrypting the Soviet Union. We will likely need to fight Czechoslovakia and possibly also Hungary and Bulgaria, but the Soviet Union is the real enemy. The sooner we start decrypting, the better. Also, the military junta is making progress. King bans a book. No good choices here. Lose some stability or lose political power. Both are bad outcomes, but getting stability is not so straightforward. In this case, it's actually better for us to lose political power. However, before we do that, I think I'll invest that political power in our army offense guy. This way we will start amassing army experience. And going into negative political power is not a problem for us at the moment. It would be if we were justifying a war goal, for example, but we're not. And Berlin has been taken, which probably means, yep, Himmler. We already did 5 upgrades, but I think I want to keep going with the agency. More decryption. Now that we have some army experience, I'm going to cancel all these units that we're producing and design a new division. It's going to be just 1 bit of infantry. What's the word for kitten in Romanian? Let me check.
Pisoi.
According to Google, it's pisoi. So let's make a pisoi division. Tiny and reserves, just for deployment. Now we'll train lots of those. Then when they're in the field, we can switch them to infantry, just so we get the manpower in there as quickly as possible. Let's also switch all the cavalry we've deployed so far to the Pisoi template. Just need more bodies in the field quickly. Construction research finished. These are ahead of time. So next thing we do is support weapons 1 without the special company. I don't usually use the companies because political power is more useful elsewhere. Also, civil war in the Raj. I'm going to leave this alone for now. His Majesty's loyal government and then all parties must end are tempting. However, if we get caught in an unwinnable war, flexible foreign policy is a great tool. So next up, Balkan dominance. We're going to try and intimidate Bulgaria into becoming a puppet. And Hungary too. Wait, are you going communist? Probably crush them quickly if they're going communist before they join the Comintern or something like that. Also, another research slot is open. We'll do radio with it. UK revisits colonial policy. Will they go communist though? We don't know that yet. New operative. Go to the Soviets and prepare a collaboration government. Why a collaboration government? Well, we are going to fight them eventually, I'm pretty sure. It will be much easier if they get a civil war, although we don't know if they will. Regardless, if we do fight them, a collaboration government will be very, very helpful. Sadly, we do not have enough intel to know if they will have a civil war. We'll find out eventually. Let's switch everyone here except for the mountaineers into the basic infantry template we have and set them up as an army group. Come on, Petra. You'll be our field marshal and you'll be an organizer. Or charismatic. Charismatic. Let's use the other field marshal as a general for now so he can gain experience, and also the the infantry guy. Go to the Hungarian border and intimidate them a little. Germany has been annexed. Now, which way will you go? Communist, Democratic, or Kaiserreich? Deploy troops. Now this, we'll have tons of them in the field. Oh, right, I don't have steel because my trade was terminated when I started spending factories on spies. Let's redo that. We still don't have the factories for it. I still think the coalition government I'm doing is worth it, though. We have 20 army experience, which means I can now modify one of the templates we have. We're going to modify the infantry division, duplicate it, just use pure infantry with no support. Why? Well, because we can't really afford proper infantry with support. Not with the amount of factories we have. That's an 18 with basic infantry. Remove the supports, and we need some nice symbol. Oh, right. Well, Romania does have Vlad Tepes in its history, right? So is there like a sharpened wooden pole somewhere in here? Not... well... okay, let's use this one. Just like a tip of the pole that... well, let's maybe not talk about such unpleasant things, but this does remind me kind of Vlad Tepes. There we go. Now, all the frontline battalions except the Mountaineers will be switched to that template. Good. They'll be more effective that way. Do I need to deploy any more troops? I don't really think so. Those 81 will be enough to soak up all the manpower I can provide. We've done Balkan dominance. However, I do need manpower in the field to be able to do the next focuses. So what we'll do is cancel the ones in training here and duplicate our infantry template as a reserve, just call it reserve, so they don't get all the important equipment. Change the picture to, I don't know, what seems like a reserve. Yeah, they're playing dice all the time, so let's do that one. And switch these guys that we already deployed to the reserve template so they start getting manpower. They should get some. I should have done that a bit ago, but as long as we get to 400,000 before this runs out, yes we did, we can do the next focus. Align Hungary or puppet Bulgaria. We will start with Hungary, because they're going communist, and if they fully go communist, well, they could join the Comintern, and that will be an issue. If they refuse, crush them. So I do have some planes, which will be assigned to help with that. So reorganize the troops a bit. The guy with the infantry boost gets more. Ready? Yeah, you're ready-ish. Could use more guns, but this is fine. Now, if only we could get some steel soon. Should we improve relations with Hungary? It is probably pointless. Let's just intimidate them with what we have. They are bringing the troops to the border, but... well, they are demilitarized, we're stronger. Though, of course, I would prefer for them to just give up. We will have around 600,000 in the field when they get their ultimatum, so let's hope they're scared enough. Brazilian Communist Revolution and also civil war in Hungary. Well, that's a problem. Wait, what happens if... okay, so we have Republic of Hungary and Kingdom of Hungary. Which one will I get a war go on? A Republic of Hungary one. So if they do accept being my puppet, then I can help them in the civil war, I think. If they don't, do I only get a war go on one of them? This can become a problem for us. I am not spending my political power because when we go to war, we might be able to do war economy. Though I probably won't have enough war support for that. Ethiopia has been the next. I think focuses like this should give you war goals on both sides of the civil war. Also, it looks like Republic of Hungary might be winning, so if they do refuse, I might need to wait for them to win the civil war, which they might, and attack then. The Republic of Hungary defiant. Victory is certain to war, but I think I only get a war goal on one of them. Yes, that is correct. We only get a war goal on the Democratic Hungary. I thought they would go communist. Well, regardless, let's see if they can win their war before we attack. Another villa for the king's mistress. Knock yourself out. At least you're not costing me political power this time. Next focus. We could try and split Czechoslovakia, but this is better done after having Hungary. So I'm thinking we threaten Bulgaria. We do have to wait for the resolution of the Hungarian situation anyway. You know what I could have done? I could have cancelled the focus when the civil war started and waited for one side to win. Because now, if Kingdom of Hungary wins, I will be in trouble. But Republic of Hungary has significantly more troops, so I think they will be victorious. But in retrospect, I probably should have waited, cancelled the focus, and waited for one side to win, and then my war goal would work on whichever side wins. Now it will be useless if the blue ones win. Now 3 research slots, 3 industry boosts, please. Oh no, actually not 3 of them, just 2. One goes to the computing machine. It is ahead of time, but it is very much worth it. Let's prepare an attack order on Bulgaria in case they are defiant too, and I might reassign my forces there soon. Kingdom of Hungary was annexed. By Republic of Hungary, this is actually pretty good for me because after the civil war, they only have half of their initial forces, also the border is undefended. Thus, we shall attack them immediately. This should be pretty easy. Also, oh, are you going communist, really? Is this real or? Oh no. We're gonna have communist Germany. This is gonna be a disaster. Well, they might split Czechoslovakia with me. You know what, I'll probably do that because then, if Czechoslovakia refuses, I get a war goal and they get a war goal. So we both attack Czechoslovakia. However, I am guaranteed by France. So France will not join Czechoslovakia against me, but they should join Czechoslovakia against Germany, which would put the soon-to-be communist Germany at war with France. This might be useful to me. For now, though, we have a Hungary to conquer. Go quickly. They cannot resist us. Perhaps we could do like a beeline for Budapest and for these two. Probably won't work, but if we can get them fast, we'll get less casualties. Also you, there. Oh, right, we're at war now. So, war economy, insufficient war support, which is unfortunate. But perhaps we can do war propaganda. Yeah, it costs a lot. It costs a lot to do so. So, do we do war propaganda so we can go to war economy early? Or do we maybe disband some troops to go to extensive conscription early? Don't think that's a great idea yet. Haven't even mobilized everything. No, we have mobilized everything, but still, I don't think that's a great idea. Or we can just keep doing what we're doing and get an infantry expert to defeat them faster. I'm thinking war support and then war economy, if we're still at war by that point. Communist civil war in Estonia. I did put them on aggressive, perhaps balanced will be better. Just get some army experience slowly. Communist Estonia has been annexed. Good. How are the spies? Coalition government operation is in progress, and so is decryption. Does it mean I can purchase steel now? Maybe from Greece? Yes, I can, finally. Make me some more guns then. I do need them at the front lines. Radio research complete. Improved radio is ahead of time, not really worth it right now. I want to do construction too. First collab government on the Soviets is complete. Build up for a second one. We do need 3. Oh, wonderful! Bulgaria has submitted to us. After Hungary refused, I actually expected Bulgaria to refuse as well. But, yay, that's good for us. They should have a sizable army too. Yeah, they're going to be a great boon. Thank you, Bulgaria, for being the reasonable one. We could do secure Greece. Greece is democratic, I think. Yes. So, what's our next focus? Splitting Czechoslovakia is tempting, but we're not done with Hungary yet. We could get a war goal on Greece. We do have Bulgaria to help, though getting through here can be quite difficult. Still, it is early enough that Greece might not be an issue to fight, and there shouldn't be any guarantees or anything like that since Bulgaria submitted. Bulgaria submits to Romania. Yes, it does. I can wait a few days for a decision. Coup in Chile. And can we do war economy? Still not enough war support. Oh, it is growing, just growing slowly. Well, in that case, maybe I should get a war goal on Greece, hire an infantry guy, wait for war support to go up, then attack Greece and switch to war economy. That might work. Alternatively, we could start a campaign to divide Yugoslavia, but that takes political power, I think. Let's do secure Greece. Yeah, I think this will be fine. You guys can go aggressive now, and let us hire the infantry expert. Go fully into Hungary. Yeah, good Budapest already. You move south, you move over here, you go there. Grab the victory points and finish them off. All of Budapest, sure. Now I could puppet them, but I think we might be better off by just annexing. Can I see their focus tree now? Where are they on it? See, these can be iffy. Like, if they select join the Comintern, they can't because they won't be independent. But sometimes there are some unfinished focuses or something that let them break free from being a subject. Not often, but sometimes. I think I'd rather not risk it. Civil war in Iran. What do we have here? Non-aligned and democratic. You guys doing alright? They seem to be. They might not be getting reinforcements properly, because these guys drained it. I'm going to revisit that between wars. Also, let's call in Bulgaria. No, better. I will just take their troops. Request forces, please. 12 divisions from Bulgaria. Join the front lines. Go. Fully equipped and all that. Oh no, not this front line. Join this front line. Also, we need to redo the attack order. That's better. Hungary will be taken care of in no time, and then we can focus on Greece. Supplementary budget run out. Shouldn't they be surrendering by now? Or do I still need to take this victory point down here? We might need that. At least we're making a lot of army experience, which reminds me I should actually do political loyalty. This should boost our stability from 28 to 35. Excellent. Alright, keep going. Finland is having a communist civil war. First Estonia, then Finland. Who's next? Lots of communism happening today. I need to make the joke, sorry. I guess people are tired of having too much food. White peace in the Raj. White peace in this case means they stay independent. Come on, finish them off. What are the casualties, by the way? 30,000. Not too bad. I will annex everything. That means we also need to have a look at the occupied territories tab. Switch this to the cavalry. It's the cheapest. And military governor... Not a great fan of that. I like stuff that gives me compliance quickly. So either local police force or just civilian oversight. I think we can do civilian oversight. Then again, it does increase the garrison required over local police force. We'll do local police force. Can't really afford... Oh! Germany has gone socialist. Well, that's terrible. Are you going independent or joining the Comintern, though? That is pretty important. Because if they do join the Comintern, and if there's no civil war in the Comintern, that could be disastrous for the world. So, path of Marxism-Leninism. Okay, does this mean... Yeah, I think this means they are getting the monarchist civil war. Okay, I'm not sure here. I think the Soviet Union went with beaten but not defeated. Because I think if they go with path of Marxism-Leninism, then this disappears. Am I wrong? I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. So a civil war is incoming. Now, Greece. Can we just force our way through? Or will this be difficult? So have to wait and see. We do have the overwhelming force with Bulgaria's troops on our side. I should be able to cut through Greece and get them. Also, I'm thinking of going superior firepower this time. 10% soft attack will help. Yeah, sure. Let's do superior firepower. And overwhelm Greece with that. We've decrypted the Soviet cipher. Next up, let's decrypt the German cipher. And then try and split Czechoslovakia with them. Now, I'm actually considering making Greece a puppet. This has both advantages and disadvantages if we go with puppeting Greece. For now, though, national defense industry. I want to split Czechoslovakia, but we need to be ready for this, and we're about to attack Greece. Now, making Greece a puppet. Greece is actually a great puppet. They are active, they do naval invasions, they're awesome. However, if we do make them a puppet, there's a very good chance that we will get attacked by Italy. And are we guaranteed by anyone? Well, actually, we are guaranteed by France, so that could be beneficial. Perhaps we want to be attacked by Italy. Well, regardless, let's attack Greece. Anyway, declare war, and call allies because we need Bulgaria on our side. Call to arms. I did say call allies. It should have called them. Now, can we do war economy? Yes, when we get the political power for it. How about extensive conscription? No, because we have too many troops. Almost forgot. I'm going to switch all of you back to the PSOE template, because I want that manpower in the field units. And also, does this mean I can do extensive conscription? No, because I think this takes into account not the number of battalions, but the number of divisions. So in that case, let's train new ones here while we disband these. Yeah, I'll disband these units completely. It is going to be enough to give me extensive conscription. It is not. Hindenburg disaster, and the second Russian civil war starts. Now, can I attack them? I cannot. Sadly, there is not enough world tension for me to attack them. I do want to attack them, but I can't justify a war goal. Perhaps when we start a fight in Czechoslovakia, that will give us enough. I just hope the civil war lasts long enough for me to do everything I want. So we got a communist Russia and a non-aligned Russia. Ideally, we would like to justify on both of them, and fighting them while they're in the civil war should be relatively easy. Alright, we're making great progress in Greece. This is looking perfect. Next up, improved infantry equipment 1. We do have the upper hand with Bulgarian troops on our side. Although I still want to do extensive conscription and war economy. Do I actually need extensive conscription right now? I don't think I do, really. I mean, I will eventually. War economy or extensive conscription? To do extensive conscription, I actually need to disband units. And if we wait until we fight Czechoslovakia, or the Soviet Union, we should be able to do that without disbanding units. So I will just do war economy now. How about the spies? Oh, well, you were thrown out of Moscow. How? You were building your network there. What? This makes no sense. I mean, the civil war started, but why would it just throw them out? Oh, it counted this Russia. Alright, that's weird. Do I still have network strength in you? No. You know what, since we do have the first collaboration government we did in the provisional government of Russia, I will do another one there as well. Since they do get cores everywhere, don't they? Yes. I guess our performance will depend on who wins the civil war. In the meantime, do take out Greece for me, please. King's mistress spotted in Paris. Supplementary budget. Also, too many troops here. Reassign. Go down this way. We don't need that many in Alexandropolis. Well, since we are preparing to essentially attack the Soviet Union, then probably having Greece annexed and not puppeted would be the better choice. Why? Well, because we can't really afford to fight Italy and the Soviets at the same time. Unless, of course, we get supported by France and Britain. I still feel like it would be too big a risk to make Greece a puppet at this point. Who's winning the civil war, though? 17 to 70 units, 68 to 205. Okay, it does look like the provisional Russian government will win. Well, in that case, let's keep doing our spy networks, collaboration government, and justify on them as soon as we can. Although perhaps Germany will be a better target for us. But why not both? We got Athens, run over here. Oh, how did this happen? Go there instead. Yeah, Greece always messes with all this with their geography. Just like Crimea, there's always a problem here. At this point, it's going to be easier to just do it manually. Although, when we get Thessalonica, this should be over. Surrender, please. And they do surrender. I will take all your territory and all your ships. Puppeting would be fun, but too risky. Alright, good. 30% world tension. Oh, right, I need more troops in the field. Let's quickly make these, so we can threaten Czechoslovakia. Get over here. In an extremely aggressive manner, please. I worry I might not be able to start the focus in time. I need some equipment to be sent to these guys. So let's maybe switch a few of you out temporarily. I need that equipment in the pool, so we can deploy more. Please train quick. This is a bit of a bummer because now I cannot do split Czechoslovakia. This is not likely to be happening in time. Do we have any short focuses available? Agrarian reform would be fine. Flexible foreign policy. This would lock me out of His Majesty's loyal government. It could come in handy. Actually, maybe I should just wait a bit. Wait a few days. We don't have to necessarily be doing focuses all the time, although it is the optimal way to do it most of the time. Support weapons too, please. And some more steel. Hey, Bulgaria, do you have any steel? Not really. Actually, which way is Poland going? Because that can mean quite a lot. Are they going fascist? No, I don't think so. We'll leave Poland alone for now. Now let's just not do a focus for now. Some more political power will be helpful too. Deploy reserve. Deploy some more soon. And deploy again. How many is that? And that should be enough. We'll do another round of deployment. Okay, and this should suffice. Switch them to the reserve template, cancel this, wait for the manpower to reach them, and then we can threaten Czechoslovakia. Come on, reinforce faster. China took Shaanxi. And 1, 2, 3, 4 four-way civil war in Spain. And here we go. Enough manpower in the field to split Czechoslovakia with Germany. Now let's take 10 of these guys, switch them to the non-reserve template, and send them over to the front lines. So we have 2 full armies working on it. Improved radio, and our spies are ready for yet another collaboration government. Go. Oh, Ukraine happened. Yeah, the Soviet Union is gonna die. Although, if Ukraine is blocking my access, I will have a hard time invading the Soviet Union proper. We might need to go through them, which I don't like doing, because Ukraine. On the other hand, well, you know, we've got to conquer stuff. Are you a puppet of the Russians? No, you're not. This still is a bit of a moot point, because we need 50 world tension to do any war goals. Let's hire the elusive gentleman. A 3rd spy will be handy. Should I be spying on Germany instead, not the Soviet Union? Well, provisional Russian government, whatever. I probably should, you know, because I might be able to put them at war with the Allies, and then we'll be in a good position to, you know, swoop in and take it. So, yeah, I think we're changing priorities. Well, this is almost ready, isn't it? We can keep it ready and charged. Just leave it alone. Send them over to Berlin. Be balanced in Czechoslovakia. We don't want too many losses or anything like that. I'm still guaranteed by France, right? Germany has accepted, and Czechoslovakia is defiant, which gives me and Germany a war goal. So I can attack them. However, me attacking them doesn't trigger France, because we're also guaranteed by France. We attack Czechoslovakia immediately. Now, but when Germany attacks them, that will trigger France. So what's our next focus? I'm thinking agrarian reform. No rush with Yugoslavia. Are you going to attack Czechoslovakia or not? Lots of people attacking the Soviet Union, and Germany has attacked Czechoslovakia. However, why can't I click the war? Germany at war again. Yeah. But France is at war with Germany, but not with us. No? They are at war with us. Why? They shouldn't be. This is weird. I shouldn't be at war with France. They were not called in normally. Did Czechoslovakia join a faction? They did not. Okay, this is weird. Let's be more aggressive, so we can actually get something out of this. It's possible that there will be a separate peace when Czechoslovakia capitulates without France actually being involved in fighting us. This sort of goes against my plans. I don't want to fight France. At least not at the moment. More fighting. King Ben's book. I will sacrifice political power. Oh, I forgot to do extensive conscription. I can still do that. Ha! Last moments. We will sacrifice political power. Right, they surrender. There is a peace deal. I don't get a lot, because I only have 29%. Still, I do get some. Let's get these 2, and try to grab Eastern Slovakia as well. Can we do that? Yes, we can, and we actually have some points left. I could try and grab South Sudetenland, which will probably fail, but we can try. And we did. Alright, looks weird, but fine. So, are we still at war with France or not? We are still, unfortunately, at war with France. And I am being invited into the People's Republic of Germany's faction, which I don't want to happen because, well, they're about to be fighting the Allies. Although, actually, we can use this. We're at war with France, yes, but they can do anything to us with the exception of invading Greece. They can't get through Turkey. I think what I'll do is use flexible foreign policy. What's my current focus? Yeah, we can finish that. Put my troops over here and prepare to fight Germany. I did send my spies in already. I think this will work. We do need some more world tension, though. But maybe we don't. Maybe we can just join the Allies once, France does. We're not in a good situation. I did not want to fight France, but this might work out in our favor eventually. Supply troubles over here. Not really surprising. Let's build one depot here and railway to it. Spy number 3. Everybody go to Germany. Now, this says the operation will be refunded after 19 days, but I don't think it will. It'll just stay like this. Also, we did not call Bulgaria in, so even if France lands in Greece, they won't be able to get through Bulgaria, because Bulgaria is not involved. France, I have reflected on my ways, and I want to join your side of the war. Also, we shall start a collaboration government on the Germans, preferably 3 of them. More fighting in Russia. This is ahead of time, but let's start working on guns too. Now, Germany, I do not want to join your faction. Flexible foreign policy. Now, when France joined the Allies, we should attempt to do the same. A bit of an issue is that there is not enough world tension for me to justify on anybody, but if we do join the Allies, that will be rectified, because we'll just be called in a defensive war we started. Concentrated 3, please. No cipher being decrypted. I mean, the White Russians are gonna win, so we don't need the Soviet cipher. We might need the Italian one. Let's do the Italian one. I kind of want to stay non-aligned. We don't need to actually switch to democratic. Oh, they did a change in course. Britain did a change in course. What change, though? This will not switch me to democratic, but it will let me join the Allies. But right now, if I do join the Allies, that would put the Allies at war with France. Let's maybe just wait a little, shall we? Although, appointing a pro-Allied government doesn't really do anything in itself. So let's do that, and then we can, decide later. Improved computing machine, because it boosts our research. More rebellions. This is actually not advantageous to me at all, because if all those smaller countries break free from the Soviet Union, then I can't just take it over in one go. Even now, we would need to attack Ukraine and provisional Russia just to get all the territory we want. I mean, we'll probably do it, but it is inconvenient. How's the operation? Still not ready because not enough support equipment, really. We'll just put a few more factories on that, shall we? This is delaying me too much. Perhaps I should have refunded the Russian collab government. There is all the support equipment here. You know what? I will refund this. Although, should we? All the civilian factory work has been completed already. How quickly are we making these? 1.37 a day, so 10 a week, more or less. 15 weeks, not so long, we'll wait. More republics attacking the Soviet Union. You don't actually see the whites fighting the Soviets again very often. More commonly, it is a communist-on-communist civil war, which is much easier to take over afterwards. But we get what we get. Alright, so we appointed a pro-Allied government. What does it mean for our decisions? So for this to work, we actually need to be fighting the Allies, or for France to have its own faction. So we can't really do anything with it right now. Interesting. So you're gonna invite France or not? They did do change in course. Not sure which way, but probably King's Party. I could provoke them and consolidate them. Like, attack someone they're guaranteeing. Are you guaranteeing anybody? Yeah. I could attack Iran, get into a war with them, then they would invite France, then I would flip sides. Not sure. Right, next focus. Do we need constitutional guarantees? Factory output 5% is pretty good, and we can remove all the negatives from the king with this. Or we could go down this path for extra research, or we could do army maneuvers. These two are out because both the Soviet Union and the German Reich are out. So we're not going to be forcing an abdication. I guess we'll handle the king this way. More people attacking the Soviet Union. So I'm a bit bummed that there's not enough world tension for me to justify war goals. Worse yet, if we do join the Allies, that will be blocked anyway. So if we want to attack someone, we will need to do that before joining the Allies. Same for possibly getting coalition governments. Get me some more civs. Germany wants docking rights. No, thank you. So just to be clear, you're just fighting France and their puppets. You're fighting Germany and me. King's mistress again. How many villas does she have? Quite a lot, I imagine. More people attacking the Soviet Union, and I cannot join in, sadly. Let us handle the king. We'll get some democracy support. Oh no, sorry. That will actually change me to democracy. I don't want that. No. Suppose we could try and divide Yugoslavia while nothing else is happening, or do army maneuvers. I'll do army maneuvers. And hire a theorist. With that, we can get some more doctrines. Yeah, Soviet Union is getting wrecked. I wish I could benefit from that. Perhaps we should have gone fascist instead. Yep. Russia took everything. They are weakened after the Civil War. We could probably attack them. Maybe later. We would need to attack Ukraine as well. We just can't do that. Civil war in Poland. Okay. So who's winning? I think, are the fascists winning, or is the old government winning? Looks like the old government will win. Yep, Poland remains non-aligned. It is a very peaceful path, though. Can I actually start a faction myself? I could start a faction with black shirts in the UK. No. That's why I took flexible foreign policy, so I could... You know what? That means that France can't really do much against Germany. Perhaps we should align ourselves with communist Germany. Create a faction with them, because they don't seem to have one. And then invite Poland to it or something. Too many options. Let's improve relations with Poland. We might make a Romanian-Poland-Germany faction, which will be entirely weird and bizarre. Keep doing the collabs, though. I would eventually betray them, I think. But we do need more world tension to happen, just so I can attack people. Well, since black shirts are organizing in the UK, and UK is going fascist, they might... Actually, I don't remember who they'll attack. What's your focus tree like? Black shirts, yeah. Dominions. This handles the Dominions, and... Well, the Soviets are not communists anymore, so this won't work. Okay, they do get war goals on the United States and Japan and their puppets. Also on Germany. I guess we just have to wait and see. Too many unknowns at this point. I'd like to invade Austria. Italy is influencing me. I don't really mind. I could try and divide Yugoslavia between myself and Italy. That could increase the world tension a bit. And I do have the political power. Right, let's do divide Yugoslavia. Well, they already took a bit, unfortunate. Georgia has been taken over, and we're having strikes. Let's do heroes of the production front. Coalition government complete, and we got 45%. Much will depend on the UK. It looks like it's going to take them a while to switch to fascism. When they do, they might attack Germany or France. That should determine our actions, I think. World tension is too low for me to create a faction at the moment. Maybe that's for the best. Let's keep our options open. Strikes again, really? Oh, it's very unfortunate. So much political power wasted. So I can't join the allies. I would need to be at war with either UK or US, a democratic country and a faction leader. More political power to spend. And the US is democratic. They would need to create a faction. We've done divide Yugoslavia. What's next? I guess we can do the transport network. And in the meantime, well, I don't have any political power to invest now because of 3 bad events, and I had lots saved up. Still, it just unlocks the decisions. We don't have to do anything with it until we invade Italy to divide Yugoslavia with. Also, let us decrypt UK. I am at war with France, so I should probably be focusing on France more. But we are separated from France and quite safe at the moment. Yay, finally some stability. Got a level in our design company for guns. Let's boost these 2 things. And we can now make guns too. Yes, please. There we go. I get some steel from Poland, please. Actually, let's check the focus tree. Do we have an infantry weapons boost in our military branch? We have 1 bonus here, yes, which means we can do guns 3 relatively early. What we need to do is improved infantry equipment 2, and then do the focus, and then do guns 3 with a bonus. How are you doing? Communist Germany. Advanced machine tools. Second collab government against Germany has launched. Unfortunately, world tension is going down, and I can't do anything about it. Britain has gone fascist already. Zog submits to Italy. Let's check on Britain. I should probably send some spies there. Now, what we have to do is just wait for Britain to increase the world tension, and then do whatever is the most advantageous at the time. Next up, Army War College, support weapons 3, and we should probably deploy some more troops, the cheapest ones. Steel trade terminated. Oh, is the coalition government preparing again? Probably, yeah. That won't take too long. So the first one was 45%, and the second one was 30%, so we need 1 more. But do not repeat it, because it's the last one. France is guaranteeing the independence of Yugoslavia. Interesting, perhaps we can use that to put Italy at war with France, which would be beneficial to me. For now, though, let's just gather up some political power. I'm tempted to just increase stability, but that's a bit of a fool's game. Stability is not going to be great until we're done with wars. ZB53. We're not in a rush to do anything. It looks like this is going to be a longer game, so I can actually improve worker conditions as we await Britain's actions, or Italy's. Next doctrine. This works best if you have lots of artillery and artillery support, but we just can't afford that just yet. But if we can take over Germany, for example, we will have enough industry to do that. Reduced factory output, unfortunately. How are you doing, Poland? Very non-aligned. I could probably use Poland to defeat Germany easier. Get them into my faction, then attack Germany without actually calling Poland in. Then Germany would garrison this border, thus giving me easier access. Next focus, civilian factories. Mexican Soviet Republic. I missed that. Mexican Soviet Republic attacking people. Oh, Germany attacked Austria. That is some extra world tension. 48%. Almost enough for us to do something. We'll have to let them have Austria. We can't really do anything about that. But if someone else attacks someone else, El Salvador still insufficient. Let's gather up some political power so we can actually justify something. Let's do some excavation research. I took a bit of a break. Okay, I slept. And it's time to make some decisions. I think I will wait for my spies to finish the last club government in Germany, then create a faction, possibly with Poland, and then fight France together. One thing I noticed, and that really worries me, is that provisional government of Russia is somehow a puppet of the Japanese. I don't know how that happened. I didn't know it could happen. But somehow it happened. This is gonna be weird later on. Well, regardless, let's get some factories going. Lots of saves, because I like saves. Now, if we manage to defeat France and then conquer Germany, we'll be doing great factory-wise. But, yeah, you kind of have to succeed with that first. Okay, let's unpause and wait for our spies to do their thing. I could create a faction with Germany. South Africa declares independence, okay. I could create a faction with Italy or with Poland. Now, how much do you want to be my friend? A lot. How about Poland? Not that much. Okay, so maybe I can create a faction with Poland and then invite Italy in. That would be something. Also, Germany is apparently fighting Austria. Perhaps I could join in on that. Well, just in case, I will redirect my troops over to the Austrian border. Yeah, let's keep an eye on the spies, because I can't continue the operation if we're in the same faction, which is why I'm waiting. Australia declares independence. Okay. Invite to faction. Did you create a faction? No. So if I'm the one to invite them, then I'm the faction leader. If they invite me, they're the faction leader. I'd rather not have them be the faction leader. Alright, the operation is finished. Now, let's do Poland. I'm going to create a faction with Poland. Your faction name here. How about Romania's Besties? Romania's Besties. And they accept. Dawn of Romania's Besties. Now, do you want to join my faction? You do. Do you want to join my faction? You're already in faction. How are you in faction? It said I can invite them, so what the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, they are in a faction. What if I click this now? Well, I can invite Italy. This still gives us 3 countries in my faction. Italy, Poland, and us. And together we should be able to beat France. Well, my plan for Germany kind of failed. I probably should have checked the faction map mode. Oh well. Well, since we are inviting Italy, they agree, I am going to send my troops directly to this border. Actually, no, before I do this, I'm just going to call in Italy to my war with France. And because Italy has troops here, and France doesn't. So maybe we can just cut through here, and together with Germany and Poland, we can get them killed. Now, Yugoslavia, do you want to give me military access? Or join my faction? No. Well, I have to go through the sea. Or through Germany. I can get through Germany, can't I? Yeah, I can. Ask for military access. Yeah, you guys just run through Germany. They're about to conquer Austria, but that's not really a problem for me. Now let's deploy the troops we have in waiting. How many are those? Enough. And stop further training. Right, there we go. Hey, Italy, come join my war against France. And they do join, and I'll call Poland too. Just because I can. You're on your way? No, not this way. Go through Germany, it's faster. And attack very aggressively. Hopefully, before the French can create a defense. Because this is very defensible terrain, it's mountains. But the Italians are ready, the French are not. If I could acquire control from the Italians, I could crush France quickly. It's a pity Germany didn't join though. Now what we might want to do, because we have just increased world tension, so that we can justify war goals, what we might want to do is attack Belgium. Then again, I probably won't be able to get into their territory from Germany anyways, if Germany is not at war with Belgium. But justification might be pointless. I would like to attack Spain too, but we need to deal with France first. Alright, everybody, get to France. There was a song like that. Canada declares independence. Britain is having some trouble. Come on, Italy, are you moving? Yes, you are. Good. Take their territory before they can mount a defense. Be extra aggressive, please. No, more aggressive. My troops are on their way, but so are the French ones, I'm sure. And I messed up the element of surprise. Perhaps I could have received military access from Italy before inviting them to the faction. I did not think of that. Now you guys just need to get your organization and attack. Be very aggressive, please. So let's get you the office plan. Plan faster. Move aggressively forward. Friendlies and volunteers. British volunteers, yes please. Yeah, it was a bit late, but we still have the green here, so it might be fine. I don't really need to take a lot of stuff from France, I just need to not be at war with them so I can make my political maneuvers better. German Austria was puppeted. Alright, can you now push the French more? Oh, I need military access to German Austria too. Thank you. Should I push for services by requirement? Maybe not yet, but eventually I should. Let's try and get some more war support. Flags raised. Civil war in Portugal. And the coronation in Russia. Well, they're still a puppet of the Japanese, aren't they? Yeah, they're green now, but still a puppet of the Japanese. I'm not sure how that's possible. Let me know in the comments if you do know how this happened. Also, you pin these guys in place, please, so I can make progress. Yep, like this. Well, can I get Marseille? That would help quite a lot. Push forward. Actually, what I might want to do here is focus on the south, because we're having better progress there. I will adjust the front line. Focus over here, everybody. And we got the British volunteers here. What's next on the focus tree? Let's just go down this path. Let's hold these guys. And these guys, you just get in position. Yeah, go down south. I'm pretty sure I can break through here. Supplies are a problem, but with Italian help, we should get the reports soon. Guatemala annexed. And Japan attacks China. With the Russian puppet, I bet. Having a Russian puppet can be very helpful. Oh, right. Why am I not using my spies? I should be sending them all to France. Let's do that. Made some progress with Italian help. And I need more so we can get proper supplies here. I also need more industry so I can give my troops artillery. Oh, the British volunteers are actually attacking the Maginot Line. Okay. And my Polish friends, why do you do nothing? Japan attacks communist China. Let's speed it up a bit. The Italians are doing a good job. I just don't want to get too many casualties here. Oh, we already are getting too many casualties here. Wait, to put you on balance, why are you attacking so aggressively? Well, you know what? This is actually fine. I don't really mind casualties right now. Not if they mean we actually succeed. Can we sacrifice some political power? Yeah, sure. Should we use it on something first? Not really. Rimsky Sobor dismantled. Who rules Russia now? Konstantin Rozayevsky, and he's still a puppet of the Japanese. Let's do the steelworks for some factories, and we can now start working. Nope, we can't. I thought we were going to do the carbine, but not just yet. We need this research done first. So how about, maybe atomic research or advanced radio? I'll do atomic research. It will speed up all the other research later on. Come on, Italy. You are doing great over here. Also, advanced computing machine. All these bonuses are cumulative and very useful, and we just got a province. Well, Italy did technically, but what does it really matter? You there and there. Some of you here, and some of you here. We can cut off Marseille this way. Now, Italy is making the most gains. We're not getting all the war score, but just a few percent will be enough to get something, maybe access to Spain. And most importantly, I just need to not be at war with France. Because France is still democratic. Even though British Empire is technically fascist, there could still be some shenanigans that put me at war with them. Same with the United States, and we do not want that. Should I push aggressively? No, we're just using pure infantry. We're just being support for the Italians. But apparently that's enough. You guys, get over here, go across the coast. Distract the French with having to cover a lot of territory with their defenses. And when they're distracted, we'll be able to push through. If we can push through. But Marseille is cut off now, so it's about to be ours, which will make our supplies much better here. As you can see already. Yay, progress. See? And we are getting world participation for this. France, do you have your disjointed government still? You do. Which means they're not that far from capitulating. 77 or less. Can I actually get Paris? I doubt it, but I will try. Try and get it from the south. Worst case scenario, we just lengthen the front line and make it more difficult for them to, handle it while the Italians help us. See, this little mountaineer doing all the work. Maybe I don't need Paris. Perhaps these will suffice. One little mountaineer. Mexican Soviet Republic attacked Panama, and France is 62% towards capitulation, and I have 26% war score. Now, sadly, I did not anticipate everything properly, and I did not prepare collaboration governments in France. But I don't think I could get the most war score, so they wouldn't apply anyway. Still, this can be beneficial to us. Now, should I start making a war goal on Spain? I think so. Because we are close to making France capitulate. There isn't really anyone Spain can turn to unless they ally the Germans as a communist nation. But I think I can handle the Germans if I prepare the border correctly. So yeah, let's, what should we? Let's just justify on Madrid. 150 days should be enough to capitulate France, with the progress we've made so far. You, north, please. You get Bayonne. Infantry equivalent 2 is complete, which means I can now do this. Orita Carbine. I don't use these companies. We need political power for other stuff. Like indulging our king, who I could have handled, but chose a different path. There, it's empty. See, we broke their defense down in Marseille, and now it's all up for the taking. I'm going to switch to super aggressive. I need my guys to progress even if there's a little chance of actually taking the territory. I need to get the victory points, because whenever I get the victory points, I get more war participation. Also, I am justifying a war goal on Spain. I think I should do one collab government on them. All the spies there. This way we'll benefit from their industry more. This is all going to Italy, that doesn't really matter. What matters is who claims the victory point. After you go here, try and take these. Mexican Soviet Republic attacks Nicaragua. Is France actually far from capitulation? No, they're actually going to capitulate right now. Alright, let's see how much we can get. France has capitulated. Now, I did not do collab governments on France, which was a mistake in retrospect, but since I didn't do that, I'm going to try and puppet them for the manpower. I want civilian industry, and I want manpower, and I want steel. So we'll try to take the south here. Possibly Rhone? I don't think I can get the Alps. The Italians will want that. Right, puppet. Puppet free France. I want access to Spain, and I want steel. Although the Pyrenees can wait for later. I'll start with steel. If I get to Rhone, it's possible that the Italians will really fight me on this. But I start with Ile-de-France. It does have the most industry. Then we can move south from there. Let's try and take Ile-de-France and Normandy. And P2. Do I need Normandy? I like the steel. And I like the factories here. Yeah, let's take these 3. Oh, I have not been contested, which is surprising. The Italians want Midi-Pyrenees. I think I'm fine with that. I could contest it, but honestly, I would prefer them and the Germans to fight over this territory. Let's try and connect ourselves. How about this? Oh yeah, now they contested. Yeah, I'll fight for all of these. Give me Brittany too. Do I need Calais? I don't need Calais, but I would like Calais. And you guys can fight over these 3. Okay, I can still fight for all of them. Right, I feel glad that I stayed out of these. Now, I could try and get some more from Italy, I suppose, but this actually might suffice. I wish this also showed population. I am also going to take some of the uncontested stuff outside of Europe, but that will be taken directly. Honestly, this looks pretty good for a French puppet. A strong Italy sort of benefits me. Let's stay at these demands for now. Okay, they're not trying to take stuff from me anymore. This is a pretty good separation. It doesn't look too terrible. And with this, I can now take the unclaimed stuff all around the world, possibly in some ships. It's possible that I took too little, but I will say this is enough. Let's pass a few more times until they resolve their conflicts about, territories outside of Europe. And now I will pick up... Oh, sorry. Not as the puppet thing. I will directly pick up all the unclaimed stuff. For example, we got a lot of chromium here. I can sell that off. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to increase my manpower laws before the war ended. Forgot about that. Oh well. That's a pity. And with these unclaimed things now taken, France will no longer exist. Good. Now I want to stack war reparations on what I have puppeted. This will give me all their civilian industry. And with the remaining points, I could also do resource rights, but I'd rather just buy the steel from them, because if I take it through here, I'm pretty sure I will then trade it away through my laws. I haven't actually tried that, but I think that's how it works. And next up, I'm going to take as many ships as I can afford, which is not many, but that will also give me all the light ones they have. All in all, I think we came out pretty good out of this. And the Brits are attacking Ireland. Okay, let's have a look at our new puppet. Romanian France has 400,000 manpower and 59 factories. Hey, this is pretty good, isn't it? I think I will be receiving some of these factories in a moment. Maybe this updates in a new... Oh, civil war in Portugal, and Portugal joins allies. Well, regardless, let's send our troops over to Spain. I am justifying on them after all, so let's take that territory and prepare the rest of our units to possibly fight the Germans, because the Spanish are actually a communist country, which means they could, in theory, join the German faction if, when I attack them. So these 3 armies join the army group, and I'm going to copy a French unit template. Romania and France, what do you have? This will work. Duplicate this one. Sorry, no, copy from here, not duplicate. And I'm going to switch 2 of these armies into the French template. That should use all the French manpower and also maybe encourage them to switch their manpower laws into a higher tier and reserves. So we've got 48 units here, and the rest of you are going to secure the German border. I'm not expecting them to attack anytime soon, so if they do, we'll be ready. Now, should we attack Belgium? Perhaps we should. They do have a decent industry, we could use them. Same with Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. But for now, we're focusing on Spain. Although, how far along are we with the justification? Just 18 days out of 150. 215 to justify on Belgium. How about Congo? If I justify on Congo, it would be 200 days, so we'll be better off if we wait for the war in Spain to start and only start justifying again after that. I can also get an advisor who will make it easier to justify. I should definitely do that. I'm not sure I can actually do the club government on Spain in time. Let's see who has more factories, because I can probably do this or Belgium. Spain has slightly more factories than Belgium, it seems. Let's become spy master. That will give us an extra spy who can speed things up a little. Next focus, the oil thing, and assign generals. Sultanate of Al-Hind declares war on Afghanistan. I think neither of them is in a faction, at least yet, right? Yeah, neither of them are. Is Japan in a faction? They are not, but they don't like me enough to be invited. Although, if I attacked China, I could invite Japan to my faction, and they are an overlord of Russia, which would mean I would have Russia and Japan in my faction. Of course, that would mean I would have to fight China, but still. Maybe someone easier who will surrender the first. Maybe Communist China. How about I attack them? 35 days. This might be worth more than Spain. You know what, let's do that. Let's justify war on Communist China and see where that gets us. That would be a pretty bizarre alliance, but we do have flexible foreign policy, which I guess is sort of the point. Research. Concentrated industry 4, please. And we need to start investing in artillery soon. Also, next spy, let's get power law. Oh, and we do have 50% network strength here. Let's move you guys all to Belgium, so maybe I can get a co-op government on them too, and prepare one on Spain. Commands when ready, do not repeat. Go. Ireland was next, okay. Sultanate of Ireland has attacked Shaanxi. Is this going to mess something up? Wait, why did you attack Shaanxi? They're like on the other side of China. Weird. Okay, we've got a war goal on communist China, which is weird completely, but I think it will work out. Look. First I declare war on them, I do not call in any allies, and then now I can invite Japan to my faction. And Japan is an overlord of Manchukuo, Manchukuo, and Russia. This can be quite helpful, I think. Hello, Japan. Join me. Japanese shogunate has accepted the offer to join our faction. Whoa, 98% towards assuming leadership. I need more factories. I need them now. Okay, I should also have been doing infrastructure. Let's reorganize this a little. Yay! We have just snagged. This should be a screenshot, shouldn't it? I think this should be a screenshot. We have snagged Japan and their puppets as well as the Russian Empire. Now I am way less worried about facing Germany. Hey Britain, are you fighting anybody? Maybe we could get you into a faction. No, you have your allies faction, but what about the United States? They're not at war with anybody. Well, I still need to conquer Germany and we'll be good in a moment. Italy wants to join the war against communist China, and the Americans want to send me lots of stuff. Sure, I accept both things. So Spain, then Belgium, then I think Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia, possibly Ukraine, and then we can go after the Germans. Or maybe Turkey. I could go for Turkey now that we have Russia supporting us. Italy is called Jima. Turkey is guaranteed by someone, but it's Romania. That's not going to mean much. Mexican Soviet Republic took stuff. Oh wait, actually if I could puppet communist China, they have like all the manpower if you give them any Chinese territory. How about I send you one army just for this? I'm not at war with China, so this isn't going to do anything. I can't reach communist China without fighting China. And I will have manpower from Europe, I think. We're fine. Now I need more factories, so Japan doesn't take over my faction. Sultanate of Jima attacked Italy. Huh, interesting. Rebellious little thing. Yeah, restore order in Spain. That's why we're attacking, not for land or resources. That's the official story and we're going to keep to it. It's going to be a bit tight, but once we cut through to Bilbao and such, we'll be fine on supplies. Also, even if I don't call Italy in, I will be getting supplies through their territory, I think. Yes, Poland, I would love some lend-lease. And apparently I get a new spy thanks to involving the Japanese. Let's get Kim Philby. There's Belgium. Let us prepare a collab government on them as well. We can send Rado, because I only want one on Spain. And why not Kim? Automatically repeat this one? Maybe. Yeah, sure. Why not? Although, no, just once. Unless we attack the Baltic countries first. We could start with Lithuania while we work on Belgium. Belgium has more stuff, doesn't it? Yeah, Belgium definitely has more stuff. So do repeat it, please. Small country, but, you know, I'm good with spies. Netherlands are having a civil war. Is it a German-supported? Probably. Yeah, they joined the faction. Club government on Spain is underway, and the communists are going to win. At least from Manchukuo. Sure, give me stuff. King implicated. Unfortunate, but oh well. And we have our war goal on Spain. Let's attack, declare war. And we're just calling France. I'm only calling France, not through here. Why is China in the same war? You know what? Doesn't matter. Call France. They're a puppet, they can't call any others. We attack here and we justify new war goals. There are a couple more targets we could take out before dealing with Germany. Namely, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Turkey, Ukraine, Yugoslavia, and Switzerland. Well, and Belgium, but I already mentioned those. Can't really do Scandinavia because we don't have access there. We could do naval invasions, but that could be problematic. So I think we're doing... What should we do? I think Lithuania. And, I can get a guy for faster justification. Which one is he? Petru, the backroom backstabber. Yeah, let's get him. Now I can justify faster. 2 at a time is optimal. Because see, this is 60 days. I could justify for 60 days, then start another for 60 days for a total of 120. But if we do 2 simultaneously, the second one is 105 days, so 15 days faster in total. So Lithuania and Latvia. Then we'll do Estonia and probably Belgium already. Or maybe Ukraine or Turkey. Attack. Now we are attacking into the mountains, but there's way more of us than there is of them. And also they have to garrison the Italian border. So this should be fine. Netherlands was annexed and Germany has puppeted the East Indies. Wait, why are you not attacking this lone unit? It's very vulnerable. I should have done a naval invasion. I have a decent fleet now. Yeah, well, we're about to break through anyway. Research thought number 5. Here we come. And no more good focuses, really. We can invest in our artillery and mountaineers a little. And we're through. From now on, this will be much simpler. Hold these guys so they can expand more. I'll just let them do their thing. Keep attacking and you'll win soon. How's the club government? 33 days left. Yeah, I will conquer them in under 33 days. No, I don't think so. The club government should complete successfully. Oh, or maybe not, because apparently Portugal, while being in a civil war, is also declaring war on Spain and joining and calling Britain in. Actually, if Britain was not in the faction, I could call them in now. Make them join us. Canada seeks partition, not my problem. Hey, Spain is in trouble. Britain and their puppets are all joining in. Can I actually finish the club government in time? 25 days. Maybe not, we'll see. It won't matter if the Portuguese take it instead. Yes, Russia, I would love some stuff from you. To be perfectly honest, I would like all your stuff. Spain is still pretty far from capitulation, so I think I can keep going without stopping them. Shaanxi and Afghanistan have joined the faction, and we've got our justification on Lithuania. You know, I'm going to send one of the armies from the German border there, because it doesn't look like the Germans are going to attack us. Attack from Polish territory in an aggressive manner. The Polish might take some stuff, but it won't matter ultimately. 2 more days, 1 more day, and club government complete. Was it very successful or only mildly successful? Let's see. Mildly successful. Well, 30% collaboration is still going to be helpful once we defeat them. Right, you guys finish them off, and I will have a look at Lithuania. I will have to call in Poland for this, so we'll have to share the gains. Right, we're ready. Declare war. Call in Poland. Alright, let's do it from this screen. The one that has Lithuania, please. Alright, attack. We have decrypted Germany once again. Who wants to be independent? Bulgaria. Oh, that's very unfortunate. How can I prevent this? I am actually using Bulgarian troops. I should not. Okay, let's send them back, because that's how they're getting their independence. And I should build some stuff in their territory before this becomes a problem. Here, have infrastructure and factories. Military factories. You guys doing well enough. We're almost done with Spain. Yes, Poland, I would like some. Making good progress, although you should attack the empty bit of territory. Lots of civil wars in this playthrough. Lots of them. Not even Switzerland is safe. And Spain has capitulated. I have 81% war score, which means I might be able to take absolutely everything. And let's start with the stuff that Portugal will actually want. Oh no, Britain, you're not getting anything. Yeah, I should have enough score to take all of it. I could puppet, but I don't want to. Keep demanding everything. See, if you have above 80%, even above 70%, you can usually just take everything. And, well, we can't get all the ships, but we can get one big ship, which means we get all the small ones too. And that's it for Spain. Goodbye, Spain. We're good here, unless Portugal attacks us, I guess. Right, so you guys can help with the situation over in Lithuania. Whoops, I just messed up. I thought that was a field marshal level order, and I clicked without thinking. You go attack there as well. And you, guerrilla fighter, sure, be that. Attack Lithuania. Next focus. Artillery modernization. Oh, crap. Okay, so Germany has just attacked Poland, but not us. I can delay joining this war until it is advantageous to me. However, I don't think we should attack Latvia at all. Let's cancel this justification, should we? Or we could just keep going and get Latvia and get Estonia, puppet them. See, I can let Poland fend for themselves for a little bit, build up the industry and all that, and then swoop in and crush Germany after they've exhausted themselves a bit. There's no need for us to fight in the early bits of the war. Well, one could consider that treacherous and evil. However, we do have flexible foreign policy, and that's pretty flexible, don't you think? Also, I have military access through Germany. If Order 66 still worked, we could use that. China has joined People's Republic of Germany. Oh, is Communist China a major country? It is a faction leader? No, that isn't right. Oh, right. I misread that. I thought they joined... Never mind. I got all turned around. So this is one faction, and Lithuania and China is another faction. However, all the rest of China joined the German one, so I'm going to be at war with all the rest of China, which is, actually I'm fine with that. Although the spies need to relocate. Forget Belgium. Belgium is not important anymore. We have bigger fish to fry. Could I possibly get Communist China as a club government? That would be immensely powerful, although it won't work, but it would be immensely powerful. Let's send spies there. And a unit. Which unit? How about this unit of French people? Yes, I am leaving my border with Germany vulnerable, however, they will likely not attack me. Oh, and extra mountaineers. Let's send those too. It's gonna take them a while to get to China. I'm sort of juggling wars everywhere. I think we'll be fine. Proletariat International has been joined by the Sultan of Al-Hind, and the Russians are now helping the Poles against the Germans. Good, fight it out. I've got my justification on Latvia. I'm not ready to attack them though. Let's justify not. Oh, I wanted to attack Estonia next, but they got guaranteed by the Brits. Okay, never mind then. Turkey, no, thank you. I will not attack Latvia yet, and Lithuania has been called into the big war. It's fine. Imro is back. Does it matter? It shouldn't. Now, Poland, would you please give me control of states? At least one of them. No. Well, we're gonna be in trouble if the Germans take this territory. I would really like you guys to surrender soon. Poland is being pushed back. However, we're not part of the war, and neither is our puppet France. So we are actually fine. No cipher. I do the Communist Chinese cipher. Oh, come on. How did this go to Germany? Get me quite better. Wait, is Germany at war with Lithuania somehow? No, it went to Poland and then it went to Germany. And Lithuania has capitulated, but the war won't end until Communist China is taken care of. And I still have my war goal on Latvia. I don't really have anywhere to attack them from. Okay, this is okay, this is all pretty weird. Okay, let's cancel all these orders. I do have some unassigned guys. I'll just have to call in Poland and possibly Russia to deal with you guys. Just Poland, maybe. Just Poland might be enough. Well, you know, since I already do have the war goal. You know what I could do with this war? I could use my war score I got against Lithuania to annex or puppet Communist China. You guys are ready? Declare war. And call in Poland. Make sure it's the right war. Okay, they're called in. Latvia joined the Mutual Assistance Bloc. Okay, so they joined Communist China, right? Yes. I can use this war score to get China. Which should be pretty funny, I think. We're going to send more troops there soon. Oh, please use strategic transport. This is going to Poland, which is not really fine, because then the Germans will take it back. I will ask Poland to transfer me the territory soon. But first, let's take them out. Come on, get Riga. Latvia capitulates. Okay, now Poland. Please give me the territory. At least part of it. I don't want the Germans to have it. Okay, they'll only give me 3. 3 will have to suffice. That's 3. That will give me some factories and be safe from the Germans. Right, you guys go to the German border, and that one army of the French should be enough to finish off Communist China. Now, this might not be worth it, but if I do collaboration governments on Communist China and actually get that collaboration, I could end up with endless manpower. Well, not endless, but like 20 million or something. Go and auto-repeat. Mountain artillery. You guys could be a bit faster. I get it, it's far, but still. Right, Poland is not doing so well, but let's hope Russia sends their troops and, you know, they keep them contained. I'm not really ready to fight the Germans just yet. This is not looking too good, especially for Italy. If there's a civil war in Italy, which might happen, I might be in big trouble. I wish they would defend themselves better. Perhaps if I conquered Austria before, Germany could take them. Oh well, regardless, I'm not getting involved in this. Not yet. We're not strong enough to fight Germany. We do need artillery for that. Quite a lot of it. Now you don't even have factories. Although, I think that once China is taken care of, and probably once Poland is capitulated, because that's unlikely to happen, Russia and Japan might fight this for us. And then, when it's the right moment, I plan to swoop in. For now, though, not really a lot we can do. Yeah, because that's the right time to be wasting political power. King. I wonder if we can get Communist China. Also, did China actually... Benito Mussolini is deposed. This is a problem. There's about to be a civil war here, which means Italy will be soon defeated by Germany. We, fortunately, are not in this war. At least that's a good thing. And I managed to get Russia on our side. So I think we'll be alright in the long run. Base and Ma, not my problem. Or is it? No, not really. Can the guys make any progress? They do have some artillery, so maybe. But I wouldn't really count on it. Yunnan has joined. Oh, the Jiangxi clique has annexed China and joined the Mutual Assistance Bloc. It's weird, it's bizarre, it's good for me. Why is this good for me? Because they are no longer in a faction with Germany. China's no longer in a faction with Germany. And I have a lot of war score in this. I can make this area an endless source of manpower for myself. I think I need to send some more troops here. Another army. Just to make sure we have the right amount of war score. Oh, and Italy's helping. Nice. Perhaps I should send my troops down here. Yes. That is exactly what we'll do. Go and activate the front lines. Oh, Jiangxi clique is not actually at war with me currently. Is that good for me? I don't think that's good for me. I will attack them if they don't join on their own, because they are in the same faction as our enemy, so they might join. There's a chance they won't. Oh, can we actually get through to Communist China? Sultanate of Al-Hind declared war on Greater Portugal. Sultanate of Al-Hind. Are you allied with anybody? Oh, wonderful. This is actually great for me, because the Sultanate is in the same faction as Germany, and they just attacked Portugal, who is in the same faction as the Brits, which means Germany and the British Empire will be at war. It's a bit chaotic all over the world, isn't it? We need to kill Germany, and we need to be the one to do it. Oh, see? The Portuguese Civil War has spread to Britain and Germany. Where was I? Oh, yeah, we need to defeat Germany, and we need to be the one to get the most war score, but we're not quite ready for that. But getting some manpower from China is exactly what we need. Oh, and we did break through here. Excellent. I'm actually going to adjust this front line so we only attack from this little bit of territory we've just acquired, because then we're not attacking over a river, at least. Okay, that bit and maybe this one. This is still very defensible terrain, and the supplies are not great, but there's just one enemy here. Maybe we can break through. Mountain artillery focus complete. Anything interesting left for us to do? Not really. I guess we'll get an extra unit from this. Panamanian Union. Panama, Philippines, and the United States have formed a faction. Are you going to fight anybody with it? Yes, you are. Mexico is about to have a very, very bad time. That's fine. I'm okay with it. Britain, are you at war with Germany yet? Oh, yes. Everybody's at war. Yeah, we'll just wait for a bit, build up our strength, produce some artillery, send it to these units, finish off China, and then we can crush Germany. Mexican Soviet Republic joined the Mutual Assistance Bloc. Wait, no, I don't want that. Aren't they a major faction? Well, technically, they're not, apparently. Huh. And the United States will take care of them anyway. We have finished researching the best guns. Time for some artillery. And assembly line. Produce the best guns. There we go. And get me some extra steel from my puppet. Italy has kind of survived. Mussolini is deposed, but a civil war has not yet happened. So how are we doing in China? Well enough. We don't need a justification anymore. They've been called in. Our participation has gone down because of it, but it is still significant. Oh, now they're China again. Are they in the right faction? They're in the right faction. So they just declare themselves to be China. Manipur capitulates, and Communist China has a lot of troops here. We might not be able to easily defeat them. What's next? Advanced radio. Should I spread my attack more? Perhaps we could get this bit. Yeah, reorganize, please. Yes, Italy, and love your stuff. Time for some doctrines. British Empire attacked someone, but it doesn't really matter anymore. They are at war with Germany, which was the most important thing I needed from them. An aggression pact from the Philippines. Sure, I don't need to fight you. Call to arms from Poland. No, thank you. Support weapons. 4. Can I build a supply depot for the Japanese here? Oh, do you want to give me control? You would actually give me control. That would make this so much easier. How much are you willing to give up to me? Quite a lot, it turns out. Do I need all that territory? Maybe not all of it, but this will do. Yes, Japan, please give this to me. I've given this to Kingdom of Romania. Now, I can actually make things happen by building proper supplies. Okay, 2 supply hubs and a railway that connects them, like this. Also, some more saves, please. This will do. And once supplies are taken care of, things should be much easier. My justification is complete, but we're already at war, so it doesn't matter. And some of our troops have arrived in Italy, but they also do not have supplies. Oh, they really don't have supplies. Can I build you a port? I can. There you go. Get a port. Hyderabad capitulates. Doesn't really matter to us. Oh, looks like we might be able to access Communist China from the north. They're having some supplies troubles there. Eventually. Reserve divisions will give me some more manpower. Also, I think it's time we went to service by requirement. Also, I should be on free trade, actually, because I'm getting my steel from my puppet in most cases. And yes, I would love some Lend-Lease, but I don't really have convoys for it. And again, let's do it anyway, because someone else cancels, then we can focus on that. I hate that supply depots build so slowly. Better artillery, please. And civil war in Italy. Fortunately, we should not be involved in any of these. Also, Regno del Sud, which is a German puppet, is pretty small. Oh! New Italy became my puppet. Which changes things. Doesn't that put me at war with Germany? God damn it. Well, that's going to ruin everything. I'm not ready for war with Germany. We might be about to die. So it means I should recall these troops back to Europe. This is a way lower priority than actually Germany fighting me. Yeah, forget about China. I'll leave the one army, and that is focusing on Communist China. You guys can come back. It's gonna take you a while, isn't it? Well, at least I didn't leave my border undefended, but this is really bad. Ciphers. Activate the German cipher. Give military access to the Brits. You don't want military access. Unfortunate. I'd like your troops here. Well, at least the Germans don't seem ready to attack, so maybe we'll hold on here. Oh, if they're my subject, I could requisition their forces. How many do you have? 90. You know what? This might not be too bad. Might not be too bad at all. Okay, what we're going to do is first check our units. Okay, you joined the front lines. Now, what I'm going to do is take all of Italy's forces and actually use them like a sane person. 90 units. There we go. All of you guys. And all of unnecessary front lines. You will be divided into 4 new armies. In a new army group, under Field Marshal this guy, we shall promote generals for you. Or not. Wait, why can't I promote him? I can promote some of them. And these troops, now acquired from Italy, are going to abandon this area completely because Japan can handle it. Abandon Africa, it doesn't matter. Do we abandon Spain? Actually, no, we don't abandon Spain, but I'll only send a few there. And the rest are just going here. These territories are not core, so they don't matter. At least not as much. I will, though, deal with Portugal. You guys can go there. My puppet France is not called in, so this is safe. But the Germans will go through here and they will cut through this area. I will let them. This is acceptable. Although, in that case, do I really need to fight Portugal here? No, I don't. Ignore that. Just defend the Italian core territories. We're reducing ourselves to 2 major front lines, here and here. Well, and 1 in Communist China, but that's less important. That's a bit of a chaotic situation, isn't it? Now, we could try and attack from this side as well, since we already do have some troops here. It really is not important. I'm fine with the Germans going all the way here, because the main attack on the Germans will happen from Romania, and maybe from Italian cores. Southern France, not really an issue. You can have it. Let's call it a strategic retreat. Got a cipher for Communist China. Let's activate that too. You guys just hold on. I think I have them on aggressive, which might be a mistake. Then again, if they do make some progress, all the better. Britain, non-aggression pact. Yes, please. Yeah, I'll accept all the non-aggression pacts. I have enough enemies. And I'll make you guys aggressive. Push back. See, if Germany takes over this area here, they will have a longer front line and they'll have to stretch their forces a bit more, which is absolutely fine by me. Now, can we have Communist China surrender, please? Not yet, no. The supply hubs are not ready. That's why. Ignore colonial issues, not my problem. Mexican Soviet Republic capitulates. Good. The Germans and the traitors Italians are going into Spain, which is acceptable. Yes, make your front lines longer. And some of our troops got cut off. Yeah, I probably should have pulled them back. Too late for that now. Don't be aggressive, be balanced. And perhaps I should send you some Italians to help. No, I think we'll be fine. Let's try and use the Italians to push from the south. Maybe connect in Austria. What I would like right now is some Russians and some Japanese to come here. And they will, as soon as Communist China can capitulate, I think. So please hurry up on those supply depots. Was that infantry expert? Sure. Alright, we're pushing up. We got Venice. If I can crush Austria and connect with my Romanian territories, that will be wonderful. Then we can make a new front line together. Re-decrypt Germany, please. Oh, where are my spies? I forgot my spies. Yeah, I left them all here. Well, many of them should be in Germany right now. Spy hard. Looks like the Italian Civil War might actually be a good thing. No, naval invasion. Deal with that, please. Wait, I have a big fleet. I should be using it. Merge that, have an admiral, just patrol around Italy. We don't want any naval invasions happening here, got it? Don't engage if you can help it. That's better. Okay, so they pushed me back a bit, and I pushed them back a bit. And Germany is fighting almost everybody. Oh wait, Italy changed their autonomy to colony. As long as they're a puppet, that's fine. I can still reduce their autonomy as we are, I'm pretty sure. I can just build factories or whatever. Right now we just need to kill Germany. This is good. No, Sweden, I don't want any trades. And I don't think I need any of these focuses. What I will do is suppress subjects. I do have a lot of those. Okay, I don't need you guys to be aggressive anymore. Switch to balanced. Do not waste your resources. Italy is safe-ish. Romania is safe-ish. Now we wait for Communist China to fall, so we can have Japan and Russia help us wholeheartedly. Or maybe Britain will do something. Not likely. So slow. See, China, which used to be Jiangxi clique, doesn't actually qualify as a major power. So all we need to deal with is Communist China. However, it is a very difficult thing to deal with. I'll invest in better decryption. Oh, Sweden is having a civil war. Oh, god damn it. Volksrepubliken Sverige. Communist Sweden, god damn it. But proper Sweden joins allies. Okay. Where is that proper Sweden? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, just here. This is Sweden. Just in Gotland. Well, maybe the Brits can actually do something here. Kill this bit. Better artillery. Oh, we're making good progress in Germany, actually. That's nice. I didn't actually plan to fight them just yet. But this is good. This is very good. Maybe I should press them a bit more. Hey, France, you got any troops for me? You do. How about Bulgaria? Well, Bulgaria is on the verge of increasing their independence, so I'd rather not take their troops. But, whatever, let's take them. Join the attack. 100 divisions. Should I make them aggressive? You know, I should, because we are actually having the upper hand here. Okay, go. Sacrifice yourselves for the greater good and all that. While the Italians keep them occupied, you take the middle of Germany. I am worried that my contribution might be insufficient to get what I need from this. Which war is that? So many wars. But I'll work on it. Unitary Canada declares war on Canada. Everybody's fighting each other. British Empire. Yeah, it's not really my problem what happens in the British Empire. We are actually making very nice progress in Germany. And I do have a coalition government there. Unfortunately, for the collaboration government to work, I have to be the highest contributor against that particular country, and I'm only at 17% in the entire war. Well, perhaps if we occupy all their territory, that was the aggressiveness a mistake, I think. Well, we did push forward a bit, but it's enough now. Stop it. Another civil war, because why not? Should we send some Italians up north? Yeah, why not? Let's send one army. They can do naval transport for this. So, Poland is sending troops to China. Probably not the highest priority right now. I mean, we do need to defeat them, just maybe not right now, when we're actively fighting Germany. And we are actually successfully actively fighting Germany. Let's do anti-tank 1. Stop decrypting the Brits, it's not important. Hey, we're actually making progress. Go take Nuremberg, and Würzburg, and Frankfurt. Can you do that? Maybe. Sort of looks like you can, yeah. At least some of them. Better engineers, please. See, I'm behind on some crucial technologies, but that's because I did not plan to fight the Germans yet. I planned to fight them much later. But the civil war in Italy forced me into a war with them, which was not my intention at all. Oh, are we about to get Berlin? I think so. Although it is an Italian unit that's about to get Berlin, I should stop that from happening. Because I don't know who gets the war score in that case. You stop. You stop. The Romanians continue. Make sure it's our troops who take Berlin. Yep, how's the participation? See? Now, their surrender threshold went down. This is because I am now the highest contributor to this war score against Germany specifically. So my collaboration governments take effect, so I actually do lower the threshold. Now we just need to keep this up until they surrender, and Germany will be ours. It's still a long way to go for them to surrender, but still, we are on our way to success. This is one of the most chaotic games I've experienced. Let's have a look at China. Did you guys finish your... Oh, France is not sending me steel because they can't deliver it. Alright, I guess I'll buy it elsewhere. I'll get some from Italy then. No. Did you finish the supply depots? Yes, you did. Okay, so this might actually see some progress. No rush, not anymore. This is looking good, finally, after a long and arduous fight. There's some construction in Bulgaria and in Italy, because I need to keep their independence low. Is it time to go aggressive yet? Maybe. Maybe for a bit. Let's push forward a little, yes. Oh, the Swiss, the communist Swiss, have joined the German faction. This really is a world war, isn't it? Everybody's fighting everybody. At least I'm not fighting the Brits. That is something to be happy about, because they're so annoying to defeat. Better artillery and some recon. Okay, this is looking fine. This is looking fine, and soon we will activate the cipher as well, which might actually lead to the fall of Germany. There's one snag in the plan. On the other hand, it might be a good thing, because Sweden is apparently a major country, and they did join the German faction, which means the moment we defeat Germany, the war is actually not over. Cipher activated, and I think our aggressive attack is warranted here. Very weak units, but a lot of them, and the Germans do have to spread very thin to cover all the front lines. I have strategically abandoned places like Spain, because we don't really care if they're taken over. Our troops are concentrated here to maintain Italy, and here to kill Germany. Kingdom of Afghanistan, yeah, sure. We might even need to recall one more army from Italy. Yeah, let's do that. 2 armies can hold Italy. We don't need to push and progress in Italy. What we need to do is push and progress here. Relocate, sail around to Greece, go through Bulgaria, and yeah, this is good. This is very good. Rashputana has capitulated, which is not a problem of mine. As Japan, I would love some rifles. I don't really have the convoys for it, but I'd love some. I am making convoys, I just don't have enough. Yes, sure, purchase a villa where the country is fighting Germany and China. I think she is a stress shopper. I'm about to get Frankfurt. Or maybe not. They blocked us because they were attacking here, so they pinned us down, so we didn't advance in time. Central Indian... Whoa, that's a lot of fighting. Am I at war with any of them? I don't think so. I don't think I am. Can you guys make any progress here? Do you even get supplies? Not really. Well, I was under the assumption we'll have a harder time in Germany, which is why I wanted to finish off China first, but this is not bad, actually. Do we want to keep pushing on aggressive, or do we slow down? I think we slow down for a time. Redo the cipher, and then we can push again. I could use some help. We'll do some manual attacks. There are some places that should be relatively easy to conquer, like here. Oh, someone got Hamburg. Russia did. Does it change the surrender threshold? Fortunately not. I am still the majority, let's say, landholder. Although if I could get like Stuttgart and Essen might be enough to push them over the edge. Even Australia is having a civil war. You know, to go aggressive. Let's finish them. We do still have some manpower to spend. Defeating the Germans will be a turning point in this war. Yes, transfer this to me. I think the Russians are actually doing something. Although I would rather have Germany capitulate before Sweden. That would be much more beneficial to me. Can we get Frankfurt? Attack through here, please. It might suffice. The Russians really helped us here. Just don't kill Sweden yet, please. Let me take out the Germans first. So we're almost there. 97% there to be exact. Come on, Frankfurt, Stuttgart. Well, these guys have no organization. Let's take them and then attack Munich from there. Finally, they have capitulated to us. This is simply wonderful. Why is it so wonderful? Well, because I can now make a collab government. Now, Poland, would you like to transfer some territory to me? You wouldn't, would you? It's okay. I can just ask for it later. So, what we do now is we scroll down here and create a collaboration government in People's Republic of Germany. It would be better if we owned all the territory, but almost all the territory is also good. And with this, Romanian Germany is owned by us already. Okay, this is owned by... should have waited for Rostock to fall. Regardless, we'll just take it in the peace deal. This is already owned by us. We can already use them. They're on our side in the war. And we can use their manpower. And we don't have to pay for this in the peace deal at all. So now, let's finish off Sweden, who's the last major country in that faction, and end it, well, the war. But first, dinner break. And now let's get some more war score by finishing off Austria and taking the Netherlands. Half of you go here. Oh, right, and Switzerland too. The other half goes here. And actually, a couple of them go to Sweden, so we can finish them off too. Let's end this war. Now that Germany has surrendered, this is just a formality. Yes, they have our blessing. Oh, this territory was reassigned to them. Nice. Perhaps I can get the Polish territories back from Poland when this is over. Now, Germany is my collaboration government, which means 75% of all the industry they have, which is how we went up to 229 factories. That also means I should build any future construction, any future factories in Germany. Let's continue. Yes, Poland, I'd love some lend-lease from you. Now, it doesn't really matter if we take any territory from the Swiss or the Austrians, but if we do, that gives us more war score. More war score means more stuff in the peace deal, which is why I am sending my troops there. German Netherlands capitulate, good. Let's have a quick look at communist China, which is the last country we will have to defeat. There is no fighting here right now. Well, I'll send some more troops over in a moment. Actually, how about we send some Italians? Go take care of communist China. And China too. Alright. The not Italy capitulates, Switzerland capitulates, well, one of the Switzerlands. And that leaves just Sweden, which I am about to take over. But you guys just run to their capital. And that's it! As you can see, Romanian Germany already belongs to me. Well, with some exceptions. If we controlled this territory before clicking the button, which maybe I should have waited for, well, then we would own that too. Alright, what do we do with this? Regno del Sud is mine already, puppet. So is, sorry, that's not Regno del Sud, Repubblica Sociale Italiana. Regno del Sud is the other Italy, as well as this part of Germany. Now, I don't need any territory directly. What we want to do is feed our puppets their core territories. So let's start with Romanian Germany. You'll see that the prices of the land change a little. So everything that has their core is being taken by us, because we will be fully benefiting from those territories. All the manpower and industry will be used by Romanian Germany, and they will give most of it to us. Okay, this is all their territories. Next up, I want to feed my puppet France and my puppet Italy. Oh, I haven't actually checked my war score. What is my war score? 22%, not too bad. Repubblica Sociale Italiana will get their cores, at least as many as I can afford. Okay, and this is it for the first round. We contest everything. Poland will want these territories, but we are not giving them up. Russia wants Venice. No. That's all the Italian cores, really. Now we can feed France a bit. Oh, no, I can't, because I have not called France in. That was a mistake. Well, technically, I could just take it myself and then give it back to them through return territory. So let's do that. Okay, so we got all of Italy, we got all of Germany, we got all of France. Now, Austria. Do we want an Austrian puppet? Not necessarily. I think I'll try and take these territories directly, just for nicer borders and all that. Sweden. We could take Sweden. There's a lot of industry in Sweden. How expensive are those territories? Pretty expensive. I can let the Brits have that. Yeah, let's try and take these. Our borders will look much nicer this way. We want to try and take the Netherlands too. Or perhaps the Germans, East Indies. No, the Japanese are taking those. That's fine. You can have that. Poland is trying to take the Netherlands and they're fighting the British over that. You know what? I don't actually mind. Poland did a lot of work. Yeah, they deserve a bit. You can have that. Submit these demands And, oh, they're not contesting me on anything. Well, that's smart of you. Wait. There's satellite stuff here. Oh, I could, but from these territories. Okay, don't really need to do that. Okay, so what's next? I think we have to make sure that all the territory is claimed and nothing remains. Like Syria, for example. So for that purpose, I'll pass a few times. Oh, the Brits want it. Actually, you know what? No, I'll take it. You can invade Turkey from there. All the bits that are not taken by anybody else. Kashmir, Manipur, Gwalior. Am I missing anything? No, that's it. Oh, and I cannot demand all of it. Alright, I don't actually want Punjab or these. Forfeit the rest. Pass 2 more times. Looks like nobody else is taking anything. Let's make sure everything is claimed. Okay, everything is claimed. I got what I wanted from this. I have all the German, French, and Italian cores. Also Austria and Czechoslovakia. Yay! Now we do have some score left, so let's get a couple of ships. All screening ships, all the ships. And that's it. The glorious peace conference of Romanian world. Look at this, so beautiful. Who took this? The Brits took this. Oh, yeah, the climate is nice. You can have a vacation there. Now we're still at war with China, and also this territory has French cores. So what I'm going to do is return this territory to France, my puppet. There you go. You can have that back. I didn't actually need it. Germany has all of its cores. France has most of its cores. We rule over Italy, France, and Germany. I do need to reduce Italian independence because they're just a colony, but we will have that handled in no time. Oh yeah, we took Spain too. Let's have a look at the faction map mode. Everybody's Romania's besties. Let's finish off communist China so we can finally be at peace. Go very aggressively waste your manpower on this. We've been embargoed. There are only 2 great powers in the world that are not affiliated with us, Britain and the United States. And we are clearly the biggest faction. Now let's make sure to eliminate China and get their endless manpower. Well, I benefit from German industry. British Raj declares independence. Wanna join my faction? No. Please attack aggressively. Well, do I have their cipher? Let's work on that. 100% collaboration in communist China. We will make use of that soon. Now I just need my soldiers to recklessly waste their lives in this attack. Now we get 75% of all the industry built in German territory. We could get better returns if we had 100% compliance anywhere, but we don't. We only have 55% compliance in the best of places. So building in Germany is our best bet to grow our industry, which is why I'm going to turn Germany into my industrial base for civs, and then we can use other puppets for military factories. Beautiful. This will do. And I can lower someone's independence. Whose? Romanians. Sorry, Romanian Germany's. I do not want to annex you. There's no need for that. What I need right now is for China to surrender. There is not enough supply here, but, well, what if I throw more people at the problem? Also, let's add some artillery to the template. And engineers, and recon, and line artillery too. Whoops, cancel it. Again, recon, support artillery, engineer, and line artillery. Can we have, do we have enough equipment for that? Yes. How about the French template I'm using? Add some artillery to that too, and some recon. And I'll switch the reserve template into the normal non-reserve template. See, defeating Germany gives you a lot of resources apparently. Now once they get the reinforcements, they should be able to crush the Chinese resistance. Oh, the French are out of manpower, aren't they? Wait, I gave you more territory. Do you really not have manpower? They really don't have manpower. Oh well, I guess I will switch some French troops into non-French troops. Use my manpower instead. I have that now. More imperialist civil wars, not my problem. Additional supply depots required. Build those. The British are cancelling non-aggression pacts with me. That is concerning. Although we are stronger. Who's fighting? They're invading Belgium. Interesting. Who's that? Okay, so there's a civil war in Belgium and also they're being invaded? Oh, right, no. Never mind. The Brits just took this over in the peace conference. I'm tired, sorry. And finally, with the strength of unlimited troops piling on the enemy, we're taking over communist China. Wait, did I finish collaboration governments? I'm pretty sure I did. Collaborations, yes, I did. Perfect. Then these, yes, and also yes. Better anti-tank. And they surrender. Now, they should be surrendering to me, and I think I have the most war score against those guys, so I will take this territory directly. I hope that can work. I don't actually care that much if I take Latvia and Lithuania, someone else can have those. Wait, those are very, very expensive, aren't they? What if I puppet China? Okay, so what I need to do is take this directly, because I should have 100% collaboration government, then I can create a collab government of communist China, and then make a Chinese puppet of the rest, annex it, and then give it to communist China. I think that should work. Why are those so expensive though? Oh, Mexican Soviets are also in this. You know what I should do? I should take a bit of territory right next to the United States, just in case we want to invade them. Just a little bit. Say these 3, right? This will be enough to invade them, with proper supplies going and everything. Now focus back on China. Let's satellite China. And I'm out of war score. Submit demands, contest demands, expand my Chinese puppet. The cheaper bits. Some of these are very expensive and some are not, and I don't really get the logic behind that. Let's try and take the cheaper ones, whichever they are. Maybe Xi'an too. Submit. Hey, nobody's contesting my my Mexican dream, aren't they? No, they are contesting it a little bit. Oh, the Americans want some. But no. No, let's take the unclaimed stuff. I would like sea access. Can we make that happen? Probably not. Maybe we can get access to Italy, who already answered to me this way. Did the Americans take this? Okay, it looks like people just don't have enough points to take stuff from China. How about Central America? Oh, nobody's taking Latvia. We just attack them again. This is going to be a messy, messy peace deal. I'll puppet most of Latvia and maybe untake one of the Chinese bits. I don't think I can change that now. You know what? It's fine. See, it's one of my problems with the peace conference system. Not enough score is present to take everything. So I think when you're passing for many turns, you should always get a little bit more. Because now we just can't take this bit. Nobody can. I have 10 points left. Is that enough for something? Yes, for some screening ships. Right, let's end this messy peace conference. Right, what happened here? Romania and Latvia. Latvia survives. Lithuania survives. China has some very weird construct, and I puppeted Jiangxi click. Hey, I wanted to puppet China. I suppose it doesn't really matter, and I am still at war with someone. Also, this is now... Yeah, this is my communist China with 100% compliance. Oh, the CC click is not in faction with anybody. Well... in that case, justify war goal. And this China is allied with still existing Mexico and still existing Latvia. So how about, hey Latvia, we'll attack you again. Just because this was such a messy war. And we have to clean this all up. So what happens next? Well, this puppet, the Jiangxi click puppet, needs to be integrated. So I will build them stuff and send them Lend-Lease. Building, also Lend-Lease, what do we want to give you? Does it really matter? How about loads of guns? Like 100% of our production. Not that great. I mean, I'll get all of it back anyway. I send you American guns? No. Right, I'll send them our modern guns that we're producing, and I'll send them my convoys. All the convoys. Here you go. In the meantime, we're going to... Oh, I don't have the option to create a collaboration government of Communist China. Why not? I think it should appear soon. How do I own this? This is so weird. How did this happen? You know what? That's okay. I own some bits over here. Oh, right, I know. In the peace conference from the big war, things that nobody claimed. Right, so this army group. Actually, let's cancel all the orders on everything. This army group took this. I thought I contested this one. Give me military access, America, please. I'm going to attack your United Mexican States soonish. Wait, I'm justifying on some Mexican states. I thought it was these guys, but apparently it wasn't. Let's see who I'm justifying on. Oh, on Latvia. And Latvia is allied with the Mexican states that are located here in San Salvador. Okay, well, I'll justify on you guys later then. In that case, one army group, actually half of an army group takes this border. Another half takes this border. One army goes here, and one army goes here. I'm not sure how this peace conference happened, but it did happen. You finish off Latvia. Can you deal with San Salvador? Oh, I think I'll just leave them alone. Alright, let's keep going. Now, I could end it here, theoretically. Yes, Communist China becomes a subject. I could end it here, but I want to make super awesome Communist China, who will have endless manpower after we give them all this territory. So get there ready, everyone. Shouldn't take too long. Republic of Lithuania joined the Panamanian Union. Okay, so Lithuania survived the war, mostly due to being neglected, unless the Americans just changed their ideology. And now they're joining the Americans for safety. And these guys kicked Mexico out of their faction, which, okay. Civil war in Yugoslavia. Let's just stay out of that one, shall we? Oh, the United States have guaranteed the CC click. That is unfortunate, because I don't really want to fight the United States right now. I guess I could be content with just taking out these guys. You know what, let's cancel this justification, because I really don't want to fight the United States right now. I mean, I could, probably, but it would be a logistical nightmare preparing that. And cancel the justification on Latvia, and now restart it, because if it's the first one, it's going to be a bit faster. And I can spend the political power for that. And now reorganize this attack to target China. We will attack from Romanian China, which might sound a little bizarre if you're, you know, a normal person. The Japanese cancelled the Lend-Lease. Hey, Denmark that hasn't had its civil war yet. Here it comes. Civil war in Estonia, because we haven't seen that yet. Wait, maybe do we have... I don't even know anymore. Yugoslavia has been annexed by Yugoslavia. Oh, and we got our war goal on... Which one? Oh, do I still have a peace treaty? I thought that ran out already. Wait a minute. Did I mess up? I still have a truce. And the truce will run out on the 26th of October, while the war goal expires a month before that. God damn it. I'm gonna lose 5 stability and 5 war support. Well, let's justify another one, but this time on China. Hopefully they won't get guaranteed. Yeah, I messed up. I should have checked the truces. And you cannot truce break in Hearts of Iron. Reduce the independence of the Jiangxi clique. That's how neatly arrayed the Russian troops. Wait a minute. France changed the colony. How did that happen? Oh, probably trade. Yeah, because I was buying stuff from them. We'll have to cut them down to size, but we're kind of busy with other stuff. I don't think they have a chance to become independent at all, so we'll just have to, when we have a moment, destroy their independence completely. See how quickly we're destroying the independence of the Jiangxi clique. Just a bit longer. Who wants to take over? The Japanese? No. You need 456 factories to do that, and you have 138, so no, they're not close to taking over. Okay, this must be a mistake. Lithuania has assumed leadership of the Americans faction. How? Do you have no troops? This must be a bug. I should screenshot this. Non-historical focuses. The further we go, the weirder it gets. Belgium has been annexed by Belgium. We can now annex the Jiangxi clique. Let's. Why? So I can feed this back to China, to Romanian China to be exact. Romanian China, yes, I shall return it to you, please. There we go. Now my collaboration government of Romanian China has 4 million manpower, and our justification is complete. Wait, I checked the truces. Oh, right, just a few more days. Venezuela joins the Allies, not my problem. Now we attack. I don't want to call anyone but Romanian China in. Also, I should probably deal with the Sultanate of Jimma. That used to be an Italian puppet. Or I could just stay at war forever. Either one works. Right, let's take over China. Latvia has been called in. We'll take care of that. Why are you not attacking? Did I not paint an attack order for you? Who are you people? Why are you not in an army? I have quite a lot of unassigned troops somehow. How did that happen? Is that probably when I annexed the Jiangxi clique. Sultanate of Jimma has joined the Mutual Assistance Bloc, which is your faction, so I won't actually have to fight them to finally be rid of them, it seems. Okay, good. Attack quickly. They should have next to no troops, so be quick. Bukhara joined the Panamanian Union. Yeah, not my problem. Although it is a bit weird that Lithuania, with their 22 to 26 factories, leads the faction with the United States. Estonia was annexed by Estonia, and oh right, I need to call in you guys. Let's take care of this quickly. Get the capital. Will I actually have to fight the Sultanate of Jimma? No. Okay, good, we're done. Romanian China. Oh, is this an Italian core? Doesn't matter. Romanian China gets all the Chinese stuff. I'll pass first. Yeah, I wanted to give it to you anyway. Yeah, I want to give this to you guys. So Latvia, I shall give it to Latvia. And Sultanate of Jimma, I'll just take myself or maybe puppet them. Although they already rebelled once, so I think they don't deserve a second chance. You get one chance, one opportunity. Okay, this is good. Romanian China takes everything from China. We take this bit, and China doesn't look perfect. I'd make it look better by taking the Jiangxi clique, but they are sadly allied to the United States, and that is a bigger logistical operation. Now, I do have a foothold. I can just attack them from here, and I could beat them, but I would need to reorganize the army and prepare for a bit, use the German manpower and all that. But I think I'm done here. Let's check out Romanian China puppet. 34 million manpower. Yeah, so we have 34 million manpower available to us. I think I could field enough troops to defeat everybody. We have 2 coalition governments, one for endless industry in Germany and one for endless people. Italy, France and Germany, and most of China are our puppets. We've annexed Spain, we control most of the Balkans, not all, we could still finish, and Russia and Japan are in our faction. The 2 competing factions are the Allies and the Panamanian Union. The Allies led by fascist Great Britain and Panamanian Union led by Lithuania somehow. So I could beat them. If I were to continue this, I would first go after the United States and Lithuania, the Panamanian Union, essentially. With the United States, we would really increase our industrial base by taking their stuff. We have the technology research, we have the industry, so I will just need to build some supplies for our army, deploy some troops, and we'll be good. China providing millions upon millions of manpower. We are clearly the strongest faction right now. So yeah, I could continue this, but it would be rather tedious, and at this point I am absolutely sure I could conquer the world with this. So I'm going to end it here, but do let me know what you think. What do you think about a slightly different style, and what do you think about non-historical focuses, which made this rather chaotic mess? Maybe you enjoy that. I would love to hear about it in the comments. And that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.